Welcome to my channel. This is JC Rock and Metal Reviews. My name is John. Today I have a new album review by the band Evanescence. The album is called The Bitter Truth. So before I begin, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I do rock and metal reviews, rankings, and more. And I upload about one video per day. And for this video, I will be trying something new. The video will be divided up into chapters. So if you open up the video description, you will see a list of chapters and their timestamps. So if you would like to jump ahead to a certain section or just watch the end, you can click on those timestamps and just go directly to the section you want to watch. The first album was called Fallen, and it was released in 2003. This was a really big album. It had two big hits, Bring Me to Life and My Immortal, and another decent hit called Going Under. Now this album was a mixture of new metal, alternative metal, and gothic metal. The album received 5 nominations at the Grammys: Album of the Year, Best Rock Album, Best Rock Song, Best Hard Rock Performance, and Best New Artist. And the album received positive reviews from all music critics. So really not much more to say about this album. It is just an awesome album. The second studio album was released in 2006 called The Open Door. So this album introduced some more like symphonic elements, and the most notable track from this one is called Call Me When You're Sober. The Open Door generally received positive reviews from music critics. Many feel it was a good follow-up to Fallen, and the album did feature like more of singing and less of that like angry tone. So it was a pretty good record. And the third album was the self-titled album, released in 2011. They kind of like went in a little different direction. Amy Lee even said that they brought in different influences, such as Bjork, Depeche Mode, Massive Attack, MGMT, and Portishead. This album is still very like alternative metal, but it did introduce some more of that like electronica into it. The album did receive mostly positive reviews, and there were even some critics who called it like their best album to date, but there were even others who said it really wasn't really a great album. Fans have been expecting the new album since 2019, but in April 2020, the band officially announced the title of the new album called The Bitter Truth, and they revealed the artwork. They released the first single called Wasted on You on April 24th. They released a music video, and their second single was called The Game Is Over. That was released on July 1st. And their third single was called Use My Voice, and that was released on August 14th. That song had some vocal contributions from Lizzie Hale, Taylor Momsen, and Sharon Del Adele. And that song was used in a campaign to encourage Americans to vote in the election. The album was originally due to be released in the end of 2020, but like many albums, it was delayed due to COVID and was released in March 2021. I'm going to talk about the songs now. I gave this album 3 full listens, and to be honest with you, there were a few songs I liked a lot, but in general, I didn't like it too much. And I'm going to talk about the reasons why. So the first song is called The Artifact Turn. It's a 2.5-minute song. It's very slow and atmospheric. The song doesn't really go anywhere, so this is not too great. The second song is called Broken Pieces Shine. This song introduces some more heavy metal elements. Amy Lee has a really great vocal performance, and there's still some pop elements, but I do think it's a decent song. Now the next song is called The Game Is Over, and this is easily the best song on the album. One of the singles that was released prior to the album's release, and this is probably one of my favorite Evanescence songs, and even one of my favorite songs of the year. It's just very catchy and memorable. I really like Amy's vocals on this one, and this song just stands out from all the others. After that is a song called Yeah Right. Now that song is very reminiscent of the song Uprising by Muse. It is more of like a synth electronica song, and it's not really too original. So that one I really didn't like too much. After that was Feeding in the Dark, and that song had a very like industrial metal vibe. It does have some like heavy guitars in it, and I think it's a pretty decent song, so that was about it. After that is a song called Wasted on You. It's a ballad, and the song has a very like commercial sound. Even though I do like some of the guitar sounds in the middle of the song, it could have been better, so it is an okay song. After that is called Better Without You, and this song also has a very like commercial sound in general, but I did like the down-tuned guitars. The tone of the guitar reminded me of the band Korn. I like that aspect of the song, but in general it was a fairly commercial sounding song. After that was Use My Voice, and this was another one of the singles that I was speaking about earlier. It's very commercial sounding. It's a vast departure from what the band is known for, and it just has that overproduced, poppy, like Imagine Dragons feel to it, so I didn't like this one at all. After that is Take Cover. This one had a really nice groove to it. It's pretty good. It's a mid-tempo rocker, and I really like Amy's vocals on it, so it's a decent song. After that is Far From Heaven. You know, I like this one a lot. It has a slow piano sound, and it's one of those songs that kind of sounds like My Immortal. And I think they really did the song very well. And it's probably one of the best ballads on the album, and I did like this one a lot. After that is Part of Me. It's just a standard like Evanescence type song. It has a decent sound. It's a good hard rock song, but I thought it was just okay. And the last song is called Blind Belief. So I really like the piano in the intro. It has a really haunting tone, and it does remind me of their earlier material, like from Fallen. The song does have heavy and light parts. I like that part a lot. I would say in general, this is a good song. So in conclusion, like I said in the beginning, I listened to this album 3 times, and I didn't really like it as a whole album. I just liked a few of the songs. The album has the same problem that the recent A Day to Remember album had. It's just that the styles were kind of like all over the place. Some of the songs sounded like Evanescence, and others were just very like poppy and commercial. And that was the main problem with the album in general. But given that there were some really good songs on the album, I will give this album a 7 out of 10. And that is it. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this new Evanescence album? So did you like it? Did you not like it? What are your favorite songs? So let's get a conversation going. That is about it. Tomorrow I have a new review of the Tomahawk album. This is a band featuring Mike Patton from Faith No More. And I'll tell you right now, it was pretty good, so you can see that one tomorrow. Check out my in-video links right over there, and I will see you in the next one.